Kansept. Just jump right in there. Jump in there. Kansept. Is that Vivid? That is pretty vivid, that pattern. Oh, it's called the Vivid. It's called the Vivid because it is a Lundquist design, not Justin. There's people getting that. Now, I used to get it mixed up, but Jacob is different than Justin. Justin did the Feist. Remember the Feist for Kaiser and stuff? It was big. And he's done a bunch. But so has Jacob now. Jacob's really come out and done a bunch of stuff, right? But, you know, you remember him probably from the Cuvist days, the Cuvist PE, which I think was a great knife, etc., etc. PE meaning production edition and all that. But this is the Vivid. So this is a 3-inch blade. Not a very big knife. But this has got his kind of mark on it. I mean, this looks a bit like the blade from the Cuvist knife, right? And there's his logo here, etc., etc. It says Vivid right there. And over on the other hand, it's hard to read under that Damascus, but there it is, K1094 V1. V1. Crossbar lock. Looks like you can work it around, right? You just undo this, then you just pop that there thing off, and you turn it around, and then you put the screw back in. So yeah, you can make it right or left hand. Deep carry pocket clip. Liner in it. Ooh, well, where's my little shit? Come here. Well, something's kicking it. Oh, it's not the liner. The liner's, yeah, that's all titanium. Oh, I'm catching these standoffs that are, and the hardware, okay, is steel. Okay. And, well, the pocket clip is too. Okay. There you go. But I think that's titanium on the bolster, but underneath, I think I'm feeling everything, including the blade and all the kind of stuff, which is definitely magnetic. This would be good for cutting boxes, doing crafty things, you know, and it's small enough to where, you know, it can be pretty stealth in the pocket, easy to carry, lightweight. And yeah, let me see. Did I even weigh this? Because I don't think I did. 3.78 ounces at 107 grams. Pretty light. Pretty light. And you know what? 0.55 of an inch, so 14 millimeters at 0.55 of an inch. So it does have 0.54. It does, it fills the hand pretty well. 0.11 here, about 3 millimeter. Okay. So yes, this is not a super thin, you know, handle. So it is something to hold on to, and it is set up, you know, it's not just a straight shot, very neutral. No, this is particular. It may or may not fit you. For some reason, I'm fitting into it, so that's good. But it does feel, you know, pretty substantial here, but very lightweight and nimble as well. And just like that. And then flickability. Now, you know, when you've got these crossbar locks, then the detent is very light on these, you know, but it doesn't have any play here. I mean, you can start pulling it open, but there's no jiggle or play inside the detent. So there's that. And when it locks up firm. It feels good there. So here we are. You know what? I wonder if yeah, these are number 8s on the body here, so that's nice. Thank you very much, Jacob, for that. And this would be for those who want some kind of a classy gent carry. And by the way, here it is. But there was a lot of, there's several other, and 3.04-inch Damascus blade on this one. But for others who want, and it's a rose pattern, by the way, 169.89, who want a classy gent carry, right? And then, so you can go after these and and you know what, the geez, I don't know if they're 20C or S35, right? It's S35, I believe. So on the other, so there's that. Because I think they're saying it somewhere in here. Now here's your pause and read for, you know, Jacob Lundquist, born, raised northern Minnesota. Yeah, it was pretty depressing childhood because who wants to be that far north, live in the snow all the time? And just kidding. So, and economics, I don't know anything about economics. You can tell on my checking account. S35VN. So, yes, if you don't get the, and you know, if you want a super steel blade, get the S35VN, don't get the Damascus. The Damascus is not a crucible powder metallurgy with high vanadium content, okay? But he sure is porty, you know, so there's your choice, right? And I think, was it Kansept or Kaiser that defined what their Damascus was? But it's a stainless Damascus, okay? And there's your totality of this. Let's see, what does it feel like? Yeah, it feels pretty good in the hand. The ergos are pretty good. And then you got this big choil area, so you can just readjust everything and get way up here. Yeah, you can. Okay. And you know what? I'm running out of test paper up here. Time to go harvest some new paper of stuff that I've thrown out. Yeah. Okay. I was just trying to kind of get an idea, but it's got a good factory edge on it, so just always test it, because sometimes there can be a microchip in some of the blades and stuff, and I want to know that if I ever end up trading it off or do something later, then yeah, I want to know how that cuts. But yeah, it is a nice pattern, isn't it, on this Damascus? It really classes it up when you got this rose pattern on your carbon fiber. So between the two, it's pretty dressed up, isn't it? Back spacer on it kind of gives it that finished look, but Lundquist. And it comes in this box, by the way, which are nice. I mean, they pull apart like this. You see how they go together like that? Interesting. And then your microfiber cloth and your paperwork are in here. And then in here, oh, by the way, okay, that's your just desiccant thing. You got another set of Omega springs. Okay, that's nice. And then the blade, the knife itself comes in here. And in that plastic, you slide that all down, and this solid box. This does look more and more every time I pick it up. Although the Cuvist was a little bit, taller in here and stuff, it wasn't much different in the size, overall length and stuff, or the one I had, which was just a blue G10 thing, right? But I always thought it was way cool. And I can't remember if I still got it. I'd have to check in my knife rack, but obviously you've got ceramic bearings, easy, to flick, very smooth on the pivot. Fit and finish on Kansept knives are just nice, they feel good. And, the nice thing that they're doing nowadays is they're getting collaborative designers to work with them, which is really smart to do. It gives you more brain power and creative power to come up with new designs. And yeah, this one looks good. Really, this should be a handy, but you know, this is not your drag around the house beater type knife, I guess. But you know, for a $1.68, and then if you catch this on White Mountain Knives, just think, if you got 10% off of $170, let's say, so it's another $17. Really, you're getting to the point where, yeah, this could be just an everyday, who cares, carry, right? I mean, even though it looks super classy. And so that's very nice. You know, and Kansept has been keeping their pricing pretty modest. And you know what? There is so much available here with these kinds of designs that, wow, how do you decide anymore? There's just so much out there. And that's, thank God for my website, right? Because I got a lot of guys, they buy knives, and then on the other end, they get rid of knives. So it's like a moving supply line, right? Comes in, some of them go out, right? And that's cool, because that's part of the hobby, is just to put them in your hand, be able to own them for a while, carry them, this and that. Those that lose their luster a bit or whatever, you know, go out the other end. And so only so many you can just keep and keep and keep, you know, or at least most of us at, you know, whatever we can afford to keep. So this is good. That's why my website's in effect and doing well. But look at this. I mean, all these knives, and going to the SHOT Show was amazing, looking at all the knives there. Just couldn't get to all the booths. Couldn't even begin to go through the depth of the booths that I did visit. That's how deep the choices are. Oh my God. And I didn't even do hunting knives or fixed blades or, you know, I mean, oh my God. So, but this one, the Vivid, wow, so many variants that are available. And of course, this or the S35, you can get this in that Timascus as well. So it's just amazing. Yeah, feels good in the hand, very fidget friendly. And I'll give you the link to Kansept and also to White Mountain Knives. So if you catch this on there, I do have a discount code for there. If I had a discount code for another retailer, I'd give it to you, but I don't. So that's why I give it to you. At least Justin at White Mountain is, you know, able to supply that. So that's nice. But yeah, these are way cool, fidget friendly, feels good, little warny type of warning. Can we go? We were arguing about that at the SHOT Show with Birdshot and me. Like, it's a modified warny sheep's foot, you know, whatever. So, I mean, however you want to define it. Vivid, check it out. I'll leave you the links. And you guys, stay sharp.